Prophecy confirmation. And they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. As they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord your God, and ye shall be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper. Prophecy is the mind of God revealed unto humanity by the interpretation of his prophets. In the book of Amos, number 3, verse number 7, the Bible says, For the Lord God does nothing unless he reveals it unto his servants, the prophets.
That we have to pray for the nations of the earth. And this time around, the Lord spoke to me specifically that we have to pray for the British Kingdom. As I was praying in my time with the Lord began to reveal to me that there is a crown that is about to fall. I saw a crown falling in the British Kingdom. I saw the falling of the crown. Now, the Lord God, the God of the heavens, has asked me to ask you to intercede and to pray, because I see a crown begin to fall in the kingdom in Britain, that is the Birmingham Palace. So that has to do with the royal family altogether. So I want you to pray, and I want you to intercede and to pray, so that the will of God might be done even in the nation, United Kingdom, for those who are in Britain.
News now from the United Kingdom. Queen Elizabeth's husband, Prince Philip, has died at the age of 99. The Duke of Edinburgh passed away peacefully at Windsor Castle. He married Elizabeth in 1947, 5 years before she became Queen. His death follows nearly a month in hospital, being treated for an infection and then a heart condition. This is, of course, there is global response to the death of a man who was at the Queen's side for over 70 years. Let's speak now to our correspondent in London, Ollie Barrett, who's outside Buckingham Palace. Ollie, good evening to you. Can you update us on any more information about the Duke of Edinburgh's death? We know the details, that he had a heart condition and an infection, but do we know what specifically led to his demise this morning?
Sally, we are told only by Buckingham Palace that he did die peacefully, and we're told that he died at Windsor Castle this morning, but nothing more than that, and I'm not sure we should expect any more than that from the royal family either, necessarily. The royal family always very private about details concerning health, and generally very private when they can be anyway. So it may be that we don't get much more indication about exactly the cause of death for Prince Philip at the age of 99. But as you had been saying, he had a month-long hospital stay earlier this year in 2 hospitals here in London. He was admitted initially and was treated, we were told, for an infection. We were later told he had a procedure for a pre-existing heart condition, but we do not have any more information beyond that as to whether either of those things contributed in some way to his death, just as I say, being told by Buckingham Palace that he did die peacefully. And this is also a man who really dedicated his life to her and playing second fiddle for most of the time throughout that 7 decades long marriage. And many people, when they're paying tribute and when they're putting forward their thoughts on social media and elsewhere, politicians but also ordinary people, lay people alike, many of them are referencing the Queen herself as well, who we shouldn't forget has lost her husband.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, of course, let's look at the broader family. His grandson, Prince Harry, and his wife, Meghan Markle, in the United States. I think